Hey, welcome back. This is Michel, retiree living in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Hopefully everybody's doing well today. Today's going to be a really great video. Watch it all the way through to the end. I'm going to let you know how much bang you can get for your buck here in Sao Paulo. So as I've talked about before, I moved to Sao Paulo about a year ago. I'm currently renting a house. This is the side wall of the house. The house is in the background back there. We're going to walk around to the front so you can see what you can get in Brazil for the money. So one thing I'm going to point out here in Brazil are all the houses, well, I won't say in Brazil, but in Sao Paulo, all the houses are zero lots. What does that mean? That means you have no side yard. You have a little backyard. So it's basically all house. As you can see, they're all connected side by side. This is in the city of Sao Paulo, so in the interior or other areas in the country, of course, you're not going to see this. But here in Sao Paulo, it is very populated. There's 11.9 to, I believe, 12.5 million people in Sao Paulo. This is the outside wall continuing of my house that I'm renting here. These are my neighbors across the street. These are 4 houses right next to each other. So we'll walk up to my front door here. Okay, getting up to the front door. This is the car I bought a year ago, Fiat Fremont, which is AKA Dodge Journey. Dodge decided to release this car in Europe and they branded it under Fiat. It's my front gate. We don't use the driveway because it's not an automated gate. So we just go in through the door here. When you first walk into the house, you're gonna notice there's cobblestone from the front gate driveway all the way to the garage and all the way to the front. And there's Gucci. There's actually a fountain here that I'm not gonna activate because I had to get the electrical pump and all that. It would be pretty cool though to have the fountain going on. Behind this wall is an empty lot. I'm not sure who owns it, but you can see the cobblestone is beautiful, but it's also a problem. And I'll tell you why. The cement has lifted up between the cobblestone. So you see a lot of grass and we can't keep it under control. It's very difficult to buy weed and feed here. They have it at the pool to use around the pool, but as far as like large areas, you can't find it. And here comes Luna. Hey, Luna. These are my 2 dogs that I brought from the US. So I'm gonna take you here back into my office. And this is my office where I work on my channel. I practice saxophone as a hobby. That's why I have all the soundproofing in here. Although the houses here built are all cinder block. Gucci! I just put it up for a little more soundproofing. Here's just a room with storage for the yard tools. Some other junk that we just kind of store in there. The suitcases from traveling back and forth to the US. I have a bathroom here next to the office with a shower, toilet, and a sink. You notice here there's no tank. So in Europe, and here you have some bathrooms that have a tank and some that just have this power flush right out to the city. It's my little lawnmower. This is one washing machine. We have actually 2. The other one is a wash machine and a dryer. And then I actually found a standalone dryer, which is very difficult here in Brazil because in Brazil, everybody hangs up their clothes to dry. So I don't like it. The clothes to me come stiff as a board. but traditionally they hang up their clothes here. Behind me is the garage, where if you looked at some of my other videos, I'm working on this VW, AKA Fusca in Brazil. As you can see, it's been a hobby. It's completely torn apart down to the chassis. I'm sending this chassis out soon to get it reworked, new floor pans, and painted. So let's walk on out here. Like I said earlier, it's a 6-bedroom house, 3 baths, 2-car garage. That's where my VW is. And then over here, I have a carport where a lot of my parts from the VW are. And this is my wife's inactive car that we had to get rid of. But here in Brazil, you just don't take it and have it sold to the junkyard. You have to deactivate it and a whole bunch of other stuff. This actually, I believe, way back when was a maid's quarter. And I'm not gonna walk through, but it was completely burned down. So we don't use it, obviously. Over here is a pizza oven. I haven't used it yet. I had to do some research. We got the traditional style barbecue that they have in Brazil. They actually sell these like this with the brick, and you just transport them to your house. Then there's another area here where you can barbecue, where it has a smokestack going up. Then it has an operating sink. We do barbecue here quite a lot, and picanha is a real big steak here that people love, and I love it. So here's our backyard, side yard, I don't know what you want to call it. Now I said the houses here in Brazil, Sao Paulo, are 0 lot. This house is very unique because I have a lot of yard, as you can see. And it's a bit of a mess now. I cut it about a week ago. It's been raining off and on. I don't have a very huge lawnmower. You saw the lawnmower back there. So it's a struggle, you know. And my dogs are sitting here tearing up their bed. Hey, you two, cut it out. So back to the yard. It's kind of multi-tiered. You have 1, 2, 3. When I first got here, you know, it was cleared out by the landlord. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do some gardening and everything else, but I've been so busy just trying to maintain the yard. There's just no way. I've got 3 very mature mango trees. There's no mangoes now, it's not the season. I've got a guava tree. My wife just pointed out a fig tree that's growing into our yard from the empty lot next door. Under the house, there's a couple rooms with some storage underneath. This room here, I'm not sure what this room was. It's very interesting. But we store some of the old sofas down here. But you can see it's, I'm not sure what it was. Pretty interesting architecture. But yeah, we don't use it at all. Come on, let's go. Let's go, come on. Come on, let's go. Come on. As you can tell, the dogs love it. They're living the life here. This is the side yard, maybe. This is where the other 2 large mango trees are. There's another tree here. I'm not sure what the name of the fruit is, but when we first moved here, there's no fruit on it. It's this tree here in the middle. We actually had toucans in the, like 2 or 3 toucans eating the fruit. But this is the other part of the yard. It is huge. As you can see, it's a lot of yard to maintain. I don't hire anybody. I don't know. I hired someone to cut the stuff out on the side wall outside, but not inside. Part of the problem too is negotiating with the landlord. He doesn't do it, but I have to talk to him to make sure that he'll reimburse me off the rent. This right here is actually a guava tree we found out. Didn't even realize it until it really started sprouting up. And then it has some huge guava on there. I mean, they were the size of grapefruits. You can see some more coming in. Now walking up these, we go to our patio. Patio is huge, as you can see. Very super high ceilings. We come out here sometimes in the morning, on the cool mornings, have a little coffee. Dogs come out here and wrestle with each other sometimes. But from here, we have a really good view of the neighborhood. So sometimes we stand out here and watch the sunset. We get actually some really beautiful colored sky sunsets here. And then you're here, you can see the rest of the yard, how big it is. Walking into the house, we have double doors. Going into the living room area. Huge fireplace with a loft. The wood door on the left is going up to the attic. Out here is a swimming pool, which I'm in the process of cleaning. It's gotten cooler here, so I haven't really messed around with it. I believe it's about 15,000 liters. It's about 5 feet deep on one end and 4 feet deep on the other. This is the sofa, living room area, large screen TV. And we walk through this gate. This is the foyer. It's the entrance, the front doors, which have probably about 8 foot high doors. One thing you'll notice in this house is that all the ceilings are really high. These ceilings have to be, I would say, in the living room area, they've got to be at least 12 feet high ceilings. Here, well, maybe the living room is higher, because here I think they're about 12 foot high, because I'm 6 foot high. Here in the foyer, when you first walk into the front door, you got this beautiful stained glass that I tried to look up the history of this house. I really couldn't find anything, but it's really detailed, very, very, very beautiful stained glass. I love it. It's got a lot of personality. So walking back here, we have a little room where we keep the dog food, some other cleaning supplies. There's a sink in here. All the plates and everything go up here. This is the kitchen, very large kitchen. There's my wife. The kitchen isn't in the best shape, but we decided we weren't gonna spend any money fixing it. You have a gas stove, refrigerator. Here we have a pantry closet where we keep all the dry goods and the plastic bags, whatnot. Walking back out here, I'll take you into the dining room where we eat. This is the dining room. And as you see, we got a big table. As I mentioned in another video, got 6 kids, 3 adults, me, my mom, and my wife. This furniture was here when we rented the house. So that was nice to have it. Plenty of storage. Beautiful table, all wood. The floors are beautiful. They're herringbone pattern, but it's all wood. This is all natural wood. These are all storage closets. And part of the reason I was looking for the history of this house is you see the eat-through here with the kitchen. So I think at one time, there was a lot of, a prestigious person lived here. Probably had a lot of servants or maids, whatnot. But really cool. The floor in the entryway and also going into the living room is just cement stamped. Now going into the bedrooms, this is the girls' bedrooms. We have 5 girls, 1 boy, aging in range from 11 to 20. So this is 2 of the girls stay here. This furniture was in the house. You know, I bought that furniture, but the bed furniture, the bed frames were in the house already. I bought that furniture. These bed frames were already in the house. This is the second room. This is the third room. It's got a double bed, more storage. You go back here and more storage. It's another room where we keep the little dogs at night. And then this is the girls' bathroom. The bathtub's not functioning. I'm not sure what's wrong with it, but they have a shower back in the corner and then the toilet. What are you doing, Luna? So heading back to the front of the house. You can see the girls have windows to their bedroom out to the pool. So they keep the windows open, keep a nice draft here throughout the house. Since we're up on top of the top of a hill, the house stays very cool during the summer. This is the front door leading out. That's where I entered down this cobblestone pathway. More yard out here. As you can see, you got the very huge front doors. And we'll walk into the back. This is a sofa. I know people often complain so about the furniture here. And the furniture here is okay. It's kind of like, where do you buy it from? If you buy it from a lower end furniture store, then of course you're gonna get cheap furniture. This is the 19-year-old boy's room. Typical. This is a hallway leading to the master bedroom of my mom's bedroom. I'm not gonna open her door because she's sleeping, but look at this stained glass in the hallway. It's got this little cool opening here that you can open it. My mom's room is in here. She's got a bathroom here. It's got a shower, toilet. Again, this is one of the toilets without the toilet tank. Sink. This door here leads out to the pool. Got another stained glass window in the hallway. Then this furniture is just basically display furniture, but it came with the house. This is a side entrance to our bathroom, the master bath. This is the master bedroom where me and my wife sleep. Very spacious. I want to get a king size bed because I'm 6 foot tall. I bought that dorm refrigerator, if you will, because it's so far from here to the kitchen. So we store water and juice and snacks in there. This is some furniture we bought. This and the one that the TV's sitting on, and also the end tables, not the end tables, but the tables on the side of the bed. Like I said, got a fireplace, which we haven't used, but we found out that it is functioning. We found out after the first winter we were here, so we definitely will use it. This is the typical style furniture that you'll see here being sold. My wife keeps all her perfume here. Got another side with her jackets. Then you got 3 drawers, shoes in the bottom. Same thing, there's an area here for the jackets. This is our bathroom. It's got a shower. And this toilet actually has a toilet tank. Tile here in Brazil is from floor to ceiling, in the bathrooms. The floor here in our room is wood also. And you can see it's a herringbone pattern. And then this is actually a tile floor in the hallway. So it's a lot of cleaning here. My wife does all the cleaning, bless her heart. The kids also do help her. So I hope you enjoyed the quick tour of the house. And let's talk some numbers. I got some notes here. So the rent for this house is 8,200 reals, which is right now with the current exchange rate, it's $1,635. The IPTU, which is property tax. Now here in Brazil, when you rent a house, you have to pay the property tax, but it's paid monthly. The IPTU here in Sao Paulo in certain areas is very expensive. For this house, because of the size of the house and the land, we're paying 4,700 reals. So we're 900, just above $2,500 for the rent and the property tax. The IPTU is something I missed when I got the contract for the lease of the apartment or the house rather. And leases here are 30 months. That's another thing to keep in consideration. If you rent a house here in Brazil, the leases are 30 months. From what I understand from my wife, it used to be 4 years, but they just decreased it a few years ago. So 30 months is a long time to stay somewhere. So you want to make sure that you find the right house. For us, for me, I was looking for space for my dogs and also for all of us, inhabited in the house. Water is running about 624 reals, which is $124. The electric's about 990 reals, which is $198. The gas stove or the stove for the gas for the stove is about 125 reals, which is $25. The internet, we have actually two providers. We have Claro and Vivo. The reason why is because of Claro, because of the size of the house, just couldn't reach throughout the whole house. And Vivo was already installed here by the landlord for the security cameras. So the Claro is $66, which is 330 reals. And the Vivo is 150 reals, which is $30. So now I'm going to show you in the next clip an actual aerial view of the house so you can really see how big it is. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I really hope you enjoyed me inviting you in to our house. Like and subscribe. Boa tarde. Ciao.